Hello, my friends. I wanted to record a video for a couple of reasons. I'm not really even sure how to describe this problem, but the best way I can put it is that I want to be consistent. I want to build an audience. I want to build a platform. I know that there are specific things that I can do to do that. And I want to do that, but then I get bored and I get distracted and I get ideas and I start chasing rabbits. Is that the thing? Yeah, rabbits. And it derails me. I want to talk about that in this video. So a while back, I decided I was going to start posting every single week for 2 years on this channel, no matter what. So far, I've been able to keep up with that. My original idea was that I was going to keep making content specifically about video production, video tips for creators, that kind of thing. I have a whole list that I made of topics and a bunch of different ideas. I even made an editorial schedule, have not produced a single video for that schedule. Instead, I got excited by this idea that I might relaunch my podcast, In the Boat with Ben. So I did that. I started doing that, just me and a microphone. And I realized pretty quickly that, oh, this isn't working. Like, this is not my style. I don't like talking to a microphone and it just being me. I realized, my wife would be a great person to bring on. She's a creator. She's a children's book author, and she has a lot to say about creativity and productivity. We should just do this together. And so now I have In the Boat with Ben and Rachel, and it's a weekly live stream that I do on this channel. And I've been counting that toward my weekly posting. The reason I'm making this video instead of doing a live stream is because I am on vacation and we cannot do a live stream. That's why you get to see an actual upload from me, which I do want to do more of, but I'll explain why maybe you haven't seen as much of that. So the reason I wanted to do that, one, was because I wanted to see what would happen if I was consistent, how my audience would grow. And I also wanted to be there for people. I wanted to be kind of a consistent presence in the lives of the people, the creators that I've met through the years that I care about. Another way that I set out to do that was I started making Instagram stories and posting on Instagram regularly. And I was really excited about that because that was yet another way that I could be in front of people consistently and share my life with them and encourage them. During that same time, I had these other like 4 or 5 different ideas of things that I wanted to do. Even right now, there are so many things. Like, I've got a whole list of things that I wish I could do. I wish I could replicate myself enough to do all of these things that I want to do. And a piece of advice that I've heard that I don't like, but is absolutely true, is you can do anything, you just can't do everything. I don't like it. So I was doing the Instagram thing. I was trying to post here once a week, and I was starting to feel overwhelmed. I noticed something happening. This pattern that I've seen play out over and over again was starting to come up again. I have these ideas. I get excited about something, then I get bored with it, or I feel overwhelmed and I stop. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to stay consistent. I looked at everything and I said, okay, what is the essential thing? What is the one thing? Like, I've expanded into all of these different things that I'm trying to do. What is the one thing I can contract to, that I can pull back, that I can stop doing these other things and just focus on this one thing and still stay consistent with it? And for me, that was the podcast. That was streaming every week. It's easy because I can turn on the camera, I can set the microphones up, and especially now that Rachel's joined me and we've made it In the Boat with Ben and Rachel, we just have a conversation together. It's something that allows me to be consistent without taking up so much of my time that I start to feel overwhelmed and I can't figure out where it fits into my schedule. So I was looking at my posts on Instagram and thinking, man, I love doing this, but this is going to keep me from being consistent where I really want to be consistent. I was looking at this Twitter challenge that I was doing where I was trying to tweet every day for 100 days. You'd think that's not a lot of effort, but it really, you have to sit down, you have to come up with something. It's like, no, that's distracting me. That's making me feel overwhelmed. I need to cut back. I need to scale back. And having that experience made me realize something. It kind of caused me to reframe the way that my creativity expresses itself in my life. Instead of thinking about it as, oh, I get excited about these ideas, but then I get bored and I don't follow through. It's almost like my creativity is going through seasons. There's kind of this breathing rhythm to it. I expand, I breathe in, I have all of these ideas. I let them in. I say yes. I breathe out. I say, okay, these are all wonderful. What are the one or two things that I can commit to right now? I allow myself to say no to the things that are not essential. Before that would crush me. I would be like, oh no, but I love that. I love those ideas so much. But what happens if I try to say yes to all of those things is I end up most of the time just doing none of them, or I don't do any of them well enough to really make an impact. I feel a sense of gratitude for the time that I had those ideas, that the excitement that I felt, that beginning part of any new creative project that you're doing. It's fun and it's exciting. Then I can let those things go and just feel grateful that we had that moment. My Twitter challenge. We had that moment together. It was great. I got a few really good tweets out of it. But now it's time for me to focus on this one thing. So going forward, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to recognize when I'm in that season of expanding. I'm going to try to recognize that, oh, this is a time when I'm letting ideas in. And it's okay to say yes. It's okay to experience that excitement, but to quickly turn around and be okay with breathing out and saying, what are the things that I can hold on to? And what are the things that I need to let go? I'm not thinking about it as like, oh, these are a bunch of distractions because I'm bored. I'm just following my creative rhythm. I'm following the natural ebb and flow of how creativity works in my brain. So if that's you, I just want to encourage you with that thought. Maybe it's useful to you. Maybe it's something that going forward you can use as a tool to help you reframe the way that you think about your creativity. I think creators like us who tend to get bored or distracted can beat themselves up and can feel bad a lot of times. And I don't think you have to. I think it's really about just reframing how you think about your creativity and how your creativity ebbs and flows. And then finding that rhythm for yourself, being able to recognize it and accept it for what it is. Find ways to stick with the things that really matter to you so that you can be as effective as you want to be with your creativity. That's all for now. I just wanted to make a quick video talking about that. I'm interested in your thoughts on this topic. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about how creativity works, the ebb and flow, distractions, boredom, ADHD, all of that. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.